Peace be with you. God tells us in the Quran that life is a test, and that is throughout the Quran. In the 29th chapter of the Quran, verses 2 and 3, we are told, "Do people think that they will be left alone on saying we believe and not be tested? And certainly we have tested those before them. So God will certainly make known those who are true, and He will certainly make known the liars." When a person professes their faith in God, right, they say, "I believe in God," and then they have a book where God is telling them to do something, and then they don't do it. That is a test. If you fail that test, your faith is of no use. What good is faith? What good is saying that I believe that God is real and then not obeying God? Isn't that what Shaitan, the devil, did? And a lot of people will sometimes feel comfortable in their own life because their life is easy and they have ease and plenty, but don't get it twisted. Every evil person, every condemned person in the Quran had ease and plenty. What they didn't have is faith. When God told them don't do this, they did it. When God told them don't act like this, they acted like that. And that is the difference. A test is whether we are going to follow God or we're going to do what Shaitan did, what devil did, and disobey God. That's his sin. He disobeyed God. And you can disobey God in a variety of reasons. So if you have an easy life, that doesn't mean God is favoring you. You're just being tested. And if you haven't been tested with harshness, that doesn't mean you're not getting tested. That might mean that you're already failing, because sometimes we as Muslims skip over the basics and we think that God favors us and we're waiting, we're pleased that we're not getting hit with a hard test, where in fact we've already failed our test and don't need to be tested any further. That is one blindness that every Muslim should remember. If you fail in grade school, if you fail on the basics, then you don't need to be tested any further. You already failed. So every Muslim should reflect on the basics of what God wants us to do and do them, because you're not just going to be left alone on saying I believe and not be tested. It just does not happen that way. Peace be with you.